Hello everyone, watch this review here with a look at the Green Lantern Classics, Maash and Low from the Sinestro Corps. Now, interestingly enough, these are basically the same figure but with interchangeable parts for the separate characters, which is kind of neat for two reasons. First being that this was the first time they've really done something like this, if I remember correctly, and also just because for the separate configuration they have the different parts attached, and of course if you want you can remove it, and so forth. I was actually kind of lucky that when I ordered these they sent me one of each of the packages just so I could show you how they do this. But I mean, it's really cool too, because if you flip to the back here, they even went and put different images for the character bios, which they don't even do with the variants for the stuff occurring in the normal DC Universe Classics line. I mean, it's just really, really cool. Now, since this is really the same figure, the Wave does treat it as such, and no matter which configuration you buy, you will be getting the same collect and connect piece, the left leg of Arkillo, as well as with all Wave 1 Green Lantern Classics. They do come with this 3D Green Lantern mask for use while playing the 3D game or watching old 3D horror movies. One size does fit most. I mean, it will be a little bit cramped because it's more of a kid's mask. I personally absolutely love how they chose to handle this variant, especially because when you're looking for one specific figure to sort of close out your wave, and it's more of an, not as popular character. It might be hard to find one versus the other, but no matter which one you pick up, you do end up getting both figures, which is really cool. The other sort of decent option with it is you have the spare head parts and hand parts, and the body itself is just sort of geared to be interchangeable. You just pop off the head, you can see the little peg here. So it's a great army builder if you're going to be putting together a Sinestro Corps, and you can just buy extras of this figure and then pop off the heads, pop off the hands, and customize as you will. Of course, in this case you can probably just repaint the hands as well, because this is more of a standard hand as opposed to Low's over there, which is claws. In general, it's also the sort of standard body sculpt for the most part, except for the forearms here, which have the characteristic Sinestro Corps bands and stuff. And then we have the little, I guess it's not kind of a belt, but it's like a back brace, like you're lifting boxes or something. I mean, still very neat. Now, I've already showed you how to pop off the head, but again, it's just a pretty simple twist. Comes right clean off. It's because the ball is attached to the body. In the case of the hand, it's not as easy because the ball is connected to the joint that's coming out, but basically you apply pressure and hope that the ball comes out with it. If it doesn't, I imagine you could probably just separate from the other portion and then pop it onto the ball that's already in there. But I mean, that would be more of an inconvenience. Also, if you are buying this, I mean, I would recommend, even if you prefer the whole chromatics and stuff, just to get both of Low and Box, because he has more fragile hands, and thanks to little rubber bands and stuff, it can get warped in pack. You'll notice that his finger is kind of busted on the left hand here, but again, to switch hands, just pop that in, a little bit of pressure, and voila. The surgery was a success. Very kind of neat, and plus, I mean, even if you want to just have additional customization options, it does kind of offer it. Now, you will notice that he has a 3-fingered hand, so if you did want to, you could just paint this hand red, and it's like having an open-handed version of him. Which again is just a really awesome way that you can sort of use these figures for display. I'll switch that later. Bit of a hassle. Quick run through of articulation. We have a point of rotation here at the wrist. The hands are of a really soft rubber, I guess, so it can accommodate the little peg thing inside. It's actually true of the other one as well. You can just squeeze the fist here and, feel it's a weaker material than you typically would otherwise get. A single joint here at the elbow, rotating bicep, ball jointed shoulder, head only rotates, well, at least in the case of Low and Maash's case, no, it's still basically just a point of rotation, although we get mild up-down. I guess just due to the whole head structure, and you will notice that Low has a whole lot more head on him because, it encompasses more of the neck there. But we have a ab crunch, point of rotation at the waist, the standard hip joint here, point of rotation at thigh, single joint knee, single joint ankle, and then no pivot. All in all, just really cool figures to help bulk out your Sinestro core. My only real complaint with the set is, once again, we don't have many energy constructs. I mean, so far, in terms of energy constructs, I believe the only ones that we've even received are from the 2-pack with Sinestro and Hal Jordan, where we get 3 or 4 power accessories, and then the Color of Fear pack, where you get the sort of character exclusive accessory for one of them. So yeah, really hoping that Mattel will give us some more yellow energy constructs at some point in the future, but this has been a look at Maash and Low, the sort of interchangeable Yellow Lantern or Sinestro core member. I would highly recommend at least picking up one because it is a really neat figure. And it is 2 figures in one. So yeah, until next time, folks.